In the last class, I was discussing about composition scheme, how to calculate aggregate turnover, as well as whether that particular SSE eligible to get registered under composition scheme or not. In the last class itself, I discussed one or two problems in relation to composition scheme. Now, while talking about the composition scheme, in the last class itself, I told you person who is not eligible for composition scheme. While reading the first sentence itself, we can possibly to come to the conclusion whether he is going to get eligible or not. If the person does interstate transactions, then he is not eligible. If he is a manufacturer of liquors, ice cream, tobacco products, in such a case he is not eligible, even though his total aggregate income is less than 1.5 crores. He is not eligible to get registered under composition scheme. If he does interstate transaction, at the same time, if he does e-commerce, if he is an e-commerce operator, as well as if he is a supplier of exempted product, such a case, that particular person is not eligible to get registered under composition scheme. These are all things we can get in the first sentence itself. The one more is the casual taxable person. He is also not eligible to get registered under composition scheme. Now, anyhow, while talking about the composition scheme, while solving the problems at beginning itself, you should read very carefully whether he is a casual taxable person, then he is not eligible to get registered under composition scheme. If he is a manufacturer of ice cream, if he is a manufacturer of tobacco product, if he is a manufacturer of liquor, then he is not eligible to get registered under composition scheme. At the same time, if he is supplier of exempted product, he is not eligible. In the same way, now what happens here is, in such a case, he is not eligible to get registered under composition scheme. Now, sometimes what happens in the problem here is, in the first sentence itself, they will mention he is a casual taxable person. But at end, he will ask you to calculate aggregate income. But one conclusion you can possibly write here is he is a casual taxpayer, so he is not get registered under composition scheme. But if we ask the aggregate turnover, then we are supposed to calculate aggregate turnover. But conclusion is, even though his aggregate total income is less than 1.5 crores, then too he is not going to get registered under composition scheme. You are supposed to keep it in your mind. So now we are supposed to know how to calculate aggregate income. In the last class I discussed about calculation of aggregate income. But I won't work out the problem. I will tell you the theory part. Whatever may be the sales or supply, that should be taken into consideration. At the time of calculation of aggregate turnover, whether it's an interstate or whether it's an intercountry, whether it's an exempted product or whatever may be. Irrespective of that, if it is a sales, we are supposed to take sales to NGO, sales to NABARD, like that, whatever may be, supply to NABARD, or every sales we are supposed to consider. At the same time, one purchase should be taken into consideration, that is called as Purchase from unregistered dealer. Purchase from unregistered dealer, that is also considered as deemed to be a sales, which comes under revenue charges. Revenue charges. Now total of this is called as aggregate income. Aggregate income. Total of this is called as aggregate income. Try to understand. At the time of calculation of composition scheme, along with that you will ask one more question, aggregate turnover. ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಪ್ಲೈಗಳು, ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್, whether it's within the state or outside the state or whatever may be, irrespective of that, it is a sales or supply that should be taken. At the same time, one purchase should be taken, which is called as purchase from an unregistered dealer. Total of that is called as aggregate income. Total of that is called as aggregate income. Now one more thing, in the last class, suppose in the first sentence itself, which is not mentioned about whether it belongs to manufacturer or something else, is not, if it is not mentioned, it is deemed to be considered he is not belongs to that. He is not belongs to that. You're supposed to keep it in your mind. Now next one is called as a calculation of taxable income. Calculation of taxable income. While talking about the composition scheme, calculation of aggregate income. Aggregate income. Total of, is not income. Aggregate sales. Aggregate supply. Okay, I've made a mistake. Aggregate supply. Aggregate supply or aggregate sales. But while talking about general scheme, you are supposed to calculate what is a taxable supply. Taxable supply is not income. Sorry, I made a mistake. Supply. Aggregate supply and taxable supply. Now we are supposed to know how to calculate taxable supply. Taxable supply. Now, while talking about the taxable supply, we are supposed to keep first one is called as IGST, CGST, SGST, UGST. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. aggregate income, aggregate supply ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್, aggregate ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ aggregate supply ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಇನ್ ದಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್. ಇನ್ ದಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್. If you talk about taxable supply, now how to calculate the taxable supply? While talking about the taxable supply, you can get the question in the three manners. In three manner, artha madಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You will get in three manner. Only one sentence will be given. Whether that will belong to this or this or this or this, you are supposed to write. Just yes or no. Second one, the transaction will be given with the amount, with the only amount. Then you are supposed to write that amount either here, either here, either here, or either here. Third case, the transaction will be given with the amount, with the tax rate, with the tax rate. Supply of goods worth rupees 20 lakhs within state at the rate of 18% GST. At the rate of 18% GST. That will come under third category. Sold goods in Puttur. Sold goods in Puttur within state. Amount is not given. Just you are supposed to put here yes or no. Yes or no. Like that. Now, I will talk about the first case. First case. The transaction will be given like this. I won't work out any problems. By this you are supposed to understand. Time. Now, the first case, I will write a transaction here now. Supplied goods within state. Supplied goods within state. In the last class, I discussed about this particular area. If the transaction within the state, then you are supposed to pay CGST and SGST. Just we are supposed to put mark like this, CGST and SGST. Second one, sold goods or supplied goods within union territory, then CGST and which one? UGST. Third point, sold goods outside the state, then which one? IGST. We know that in the last class I discussed about this particular concept. If it is within the state, CGST and SGST. If it is outside the state, IGST. If it is within the union territory, then CGST and SGST. Then sold goods or supplied goods. To EOU, SCZ, STZ, so on. Keep your mind. In such a case, that even though within the state, which is commonly called as export-oriented units, EOU, export-oriented units. In such a case, that should not be taken here, and here. That should become under IGST. That will come under IGST. Keep your mind, in the bracket, zero rated. For that there is no rate. Of tax, which is zero rated. Next one. Purchased goods from unregistered dealer. Purchase goods from unregistered dealer. That within the state. Purchase goods from unregistered dealer within the state. Then CGST and SGST. But not IGST. Suppose here purchase goods from unregistered dealer outside the state. Then that will come under IGST. Keep your mind here is, other than these transactions, if you get any transaction, that should not be taken into consideration. ಈ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುವಂಥ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಎಸ್ CGST ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ SGST. ಇದೇ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಗೂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ supplied goods to Bangalore. Yes, CGST and SGST. Purchase goods from unregistered dealer from Puttur. Yes, CGST and SGST. Purchase goods from a registered dealer. No, that should not be comes under here. Which won't come under here. Which won't come under revenue charges. Supply goods to Andhra Pradesh, interstate, then IGST. You are supposed to keep your mind. This type of sentence might be given in the examinations. Just you are supposed to put it, pick one, and total is called as taxable income under various heads.